One of them involves the soft tail, which even dealership people will give you a hard time and say, oh, you're going to rattle and clatter down the road. It's going to be like riding a shovel head. The shit's going to fall off of it. Well, the misconception that came from was the fact that it was still a rigid mounted motor and transmission instead of rubber mounted. And it just, I'm here to tell you, $140,000 on the Sinister Softail before the teardown, and I'm telling you, I never rattled nothing off of it, not one screw.
Okay. I can't make that same claim.
Well,
I will tell you, there was a trip to Sturgis on this very bike where, and this bike now has 120,000 miles on it. That there was a trip to Sturgis that Wendy will tell you about where we're riding down the road, and I got to tell you, the whole dash came apart. And she's off looking at the scenery because there's only one bolt that holds it on. I was an idiot and I put some skull on there or something and it fell off, right? So anyway, so she's sitting there on the back of the bike and I go, honey, and she goes, yes, dear. And I go, would you hold this, please? And I start handing her pieces. And she's like, oh crap! And then the Speedo's like, here, hold this, would you?
That whole early dash thing was something that was a complete pain in the ass. And I went through some dash panels, some dash covers on the Sinister Softail. But I never had one come off. I never had anything come off that motorcycle.
I tell you what, man, this thing like went whoop into my lap. I was like, oh crap, here, hang on.
Oh, well.
And I got to tell you, Any Evil says, like this. Big Elvis says, that's how I met my wife. You want to go for a ride? That works.
Okay.
That works.
Well, here we are. Are we done with the Softail?
We got any more pictures of this bike? Go ahead and run. If we got, there's another shot that gives you an idea. Go ahead. Go ahead and put this one up. Gives you an idea about.
That's a nice shot.
Go back.
Yeah.
Last shot of that. Gives you an idea how this. And Evil says, sure. Big Daddy Crash says, now that's a good woman. Chopper Ross says, seems to work better if you log off and log back on. Yeah, I don't know. We'll take a look at the chat room, guys, and try to get it fixed.
Been trying to get the chat room fixed for a year.
Well, I know. There are issues with
I'm not going to say it anymore. But this does answer the perennial question, ladies and gentlemen, does Warren actually own a motorcycle?
Yeah, and the answer to that is
absolutely.
Hell yes.
Absolutely. That's how Warren and I met. Mm-hmm. We met through motorcycles and a couple of other small items that brought us together.
Yep.
And we've ridden together many, many miles and always had a hell of a good time doing it.
I will never forget that one ride we were out on the Western Slope. And
is this going to be a story on me?
No, it's just you and me riding together. We had just got both bikes rebuilt, and they were both fresh as could be. And we started running up this road, and we just kept amping up just a little bit. Yeah. And before you knew it, man, we were rocking and rolling up there, man. It was really fun.
Where the hell were we going on that deal?
Campground.
Over in Cedar Ridge.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool deal.
Oh, that was a great week.
Yeah, it was a good time. Speaking of good times, we hope you've had a good time here. Don't forget www.kickstarttv.com. And I thank you very much for the echo effect. And if you saw stuff you liked on the show tonight, then write to Warren at KickStartTV.com. You saw stuff you didn't like, send it to trash at www.
Hey, I'm ready for all of it. I can take anything you want to lay on me, any of it.
If you have any pictures that
photographs, especially, send them to me.
Anna, send them a picture,
And I'd love to have a picture of you, sweetheart. I'll send you one of me too. What do you think? We'll swap pictures. We'll have a good time.
And swap and spit before you know.
What is that? What do you got to go that way for?
Just kidding.
Jeez, I never brought it up. I'm the one with the bad rep.
Party says, see you next week, all you crazies. Grumpy says, Loctite. Chopper Ross, did you ask him to go for a ride? No, hell no. There's only one time I had a guy on the back of my bike, and that was what's it? Remember the big guy with the club, with the Sportster that went right through the.
Oh Lord,
easy. We had a brother whose bike broke down, and
on a daily basis.
But it broke down once. We had to get home, and the only guy that didn't have a passenger that day was me. So Easy got him back. Now Easy was kind of a well-endowed gentleman.
He was portly.
And I was like through the ape hangers.
Honest to God,
Jesus Christ!
This was a sight you had to see to believe, and it was hysterical. Ladies and gentlemen, possibly some new video next week. I've got some good stories to tell you next week. Maybe we'll have a, fireside chat with the trash man or something next week.
That'd be cool, man.
It'd be fun. I got some fun stuff to tell you about, and I'm looking forward to doing that. Just to give you a quick little teaser and a little hint. think about Friday the 13th, and we'll get back with it next week.
Spooky. Hey, speaking of spooky, we're out of here, man. See you next week.
Same bat time.
Same bat channel.
All right, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night, folks. KickStartTV, the show that cares about what you've got to say about the world of motorcycling and motorcycle building.
Oh, I've got a helmet. I got a beauty.
It's time to check out our viewers' creativity in a segment we like to call 4-Minute Motorcycle. 4-Minute Motorcycle. Don't ride in front of me and call me a foul.